Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Runers. So, I was going to just start immediately in. I really should probably do a wimpy run just so I can get a higher score there. But if you notice, under the leaderboard, I am Leet, apparently. I am Leet ranking. I feel superior in this. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. So, Let's see. I think I'm gonna do a blessing of the Chimera today, and I'm trying to think what else would be a good one, because I want to do something a little bit different today. But I'm trying to figure out what's a good one. Hey, here we go. Okay, War Diviner, blessing of the Chimera. Oh wait, I didn't pick a spell yet. No, I want Chaos Bolt. War Diviner, blessing of the Chimera, Chaos Bolt. Perfect. So, I was discussing this in the comments with one of you guys, and mentioned a run that was nothing but Entropy. And I'm really hoping that we actually get Entropy along the way, but the entire plan here is to have double Chaos Bolt plus double Entropy plus triple Entropy. And all other spells can just go away and die. I don't know. Also, we're in the forest. I actually like the forest better. The music is pretty good. And it's a little bit brighter, so it's kind of easy to see what's going on. Whereas, you know, the dungeon tile set is a little bit on the dark side, a little bit on the dreary side, a little bit on the hard to see everything side. Also, the forest is actually probably the most visually appealing of all of the levels I've seen. So, there's that too. Also, zombies. I don't actually remember zombies being in this game, which is weird, because you'd think I would remember that sort of thing. Oh well. No big deal. We got a lot of health pickups. We're also not a Dryad today, so we're not going to be recovering health normally. I guess I might allow Entropy combinations, but at the same time I want the Entropy runes for double and triples whenever we get there. Hey, speaking of, there's another Entropy, so we can grab it eventually. There we go. And I have half a mind to just stop in the middle of combat and load up the second Chaos Bolt. Nope. Okay. Let's go. Double Chaos Bolt. Perfect. We're going to be shooting so many things. We've got hearts. I might leave them for a bit. I'll pick up the fire rune, even though it's not that useful. Wow. Look at that. Look at all that. I need a bunch of upgrades to like increase my fire speed and stuff like that, because this is nonsense. I'm really happy about this already. Hey, it's a floating brain to confuse where we're supposed to be shooting. Like, that's a problem. There's no sense in what I'm doing here. Wow, this is actually really effective. Like, if it's within my cone of influence, it dies. This is great. Thank you. Oh god. The problem is, I always like talk to people in the comments, and I can never remember their names. I'm horrible with names. Room Perfectionist. Hey, I'm surprised I never got that before. But, yeah, I just don't remember people's names. But, credit to you, and I'll remember it next time or shout out in the comments. I don't know. But, this is a brilliant idea. Wow. I'm really enjoying this, because essentially what we're going to be able to do is save one double combiner so we can get double Entropy. And then apart from that, I might get Sprint, just so we actually, like, have a chance against certain bosses. Though, I heard triple Entropy is pretty crazy. Problem is we need to get there. So, I guess I'm just going to save my combiners. It's just one of those, since we have all of the extra elements, we could potentially do a run that's... I feel like I'm playing a shmup right now with this level of, like, shooting inaccurately. Well, actually, shmups are pretty accurate. This is just nonsense. But, I was thinking I could do it in such a way that I just use these kinds of runs to just go balls to the wall with whatever spells I can find, or at least experimentation side of things, because, you know, I have double Chaos Bolt, and I don't think I'm going to find much better than this for a while. Look at this. This is dumb. And we get a double combiner. Perfect. I'm going to save it for double Entropy. And looks like I've already cleared out this area. So, I think I've figured out my optimum starting thing. Might deviate from this later on, especially because Chaos Bolt doesn't have as much damage as some of the higher spells, but at the same time, anything in that area just dies, because I'm shooting so fast and so in like such an area of effect. I don't even have to worry about aiming. I can just kind of focus on moving around. I do feel a bit grumpy about this game's like movement style, because like realistically, after a certain point, there's just no real reason to There's no real, well, no real reason. There's one way of doing things, and that's essentially just rotating around enemies and shooting at them. And to me, that's a little bit bothersome. I mean, I guess I could see like a slightly more applied on dodging type thing, but if you notice, the moment I start trying to do that, bad things happen to me. So I'm just going to take it as a sign from wherever that I shouldn't be doing that. And, oh, hey, what's this one? Stasis. When with the powers reduced, activating the stasis will unleash enemies and curse you with a reduction of all rune levels. Yeah, that doesn't matter to me at all. Entropy for the win! Entropy for the winning. I think I have limited time for this one, but, yeah, reducing my rune levels here. That's, big punishment. There we go. Okay, so, crit damage, extra hit points, crit chance, air rune. Huh. Extra damage wouldn't be bad. Extra health wouldn't be bad. Crit chance is actually pretty tempting. Considering we're shooting so much, we probably want that. And now we've got mastery bonuses. Unfortunately, none of these are entropy, which is kind of frustrating. Knocks back anything that touches me. Oh, that's actually really tempting. Let's do that because all the other ones are going to be useless for this run because entropy is king. So, I have to say, I'm very happy we had this conversation in the comments because, goddamn, this is amazing. I can't wait until I get more entropy runes so I can get double entropy and triple entropy. Wow. Look at that, just churn through everything. I don't think I've had an easier run as far as, like, start goes. This is ridiculous. Just gotta, you know, scoot around here. Okay, so it looks like all the enemies within that shrine area get a nice damage boost, so let's just take them out. I think that's how it works. I've never actually really sat around and taken a look at the effects of any of those shrines. So I think what I might start doing is actually just doubling up on a lot of basic spells and seeing which ones have crazy effects. I could really imagine double droplet would be pretty effective. I'd love to see double chain lightning or double guided rock. Of course, after a certain point, you do run into, you know, supply issues, and you just simply do not have enough of X rune to maintain these combos. But once we have, oh wait, there's actually a door down there. Once we have almost all of the Runedex filled out, we should actually have no problem finding half of these things and making interesting combinations that support each other. Because you'd think double entropy would be kind of a stupid thing to do. Nope, this is amazing. Of course, not going to perfect room against entropy mages, but I can... It's like having a light machine gun, permanently, with no need to reload. I love it. It's so good. Wow. I mean, of course, we're probably going to die at some point. We might even run into, like, a boss that... No, probably shouldn't have picked up all those health things. Oh well. Leave Holy Fire Zone after killing an undead or demon creature. Tempting. Crit versus bug, increased by 35%. Movement speed by 10% lower your friction. Or, these are both tempting. Because, actually, I'm going to go with movement speed. I've never had this one before. Wow. Okay, yeah, this fits perfectly with entropy. Unfortunately, hitting specific targets is a bit of a pain in the butt, but at the same time, I kind of wanted the plus 10% rune drops just because this entire build does kind of rely on having a butt ton of entropy runes, but at the same time, we've actually got quite a lot of runes. It's just a matter of, you know, getting to the point where we can use them, even though, you know, we're not actually going to equip any of them. It'd still be nice to, you know, have them. Yeah, 10% movement speed bonus really helps. Look at this. I'm like Speedy Gonzalez on crack, LSD, speed, I don't even know. I don't do drugs, so I'm not actually sure what half of them have, like, as far as effects go. Adderall? Maybe that's one of them? I don't know, I'm a hyped up speed nut at this point. I'm totally okay with that. So, we know where the door is. I should probably stop holding down the mouse. It will hurt my fingers eventually. And let's get out of here, because we've got many, many things to deal with. There we go. And the door's over here. Yeah, definitely movement speed bonuses. Way to go. Now what can I do? Dark levels, movement speed, or cooldowns? Movement speed. Go to floor 3. So at this point we're, what, plus 13% speed, give or take? It might actually be more than that, depending on if it's, like, diminishing, well, if there's sort of diminishing returns, I don't know. But, or if it's actually, like, an additive, if it's additive as opposed to multiplicative. So if it if it just adds the percents together or if it, you know, progressively adds them depending on the order you pick them up. All of which are pretty good. Wow. This is dumb. This is amazing dumb. Because, like, I probably should have picked up some hearts on the previous level before just going through, but there's just, this is, wow. This is the best build I've ever run with, and it's only 2 spells. It's like the 2 most basic spells you could possibly get your hands on. Why is this? I'm okay with this. Okay, so we have taken a little bit of damage here, unfortunately, but it's no big deal. Honestly, I think I might have to try this again with it. Alright, I have to stop for them to pop up, don't I? Oh, that's obnoxious. Oh well, that's no biggie. Because, well, it does not take long for them to pop up, and does not take long for them to die. And we get another Entropy rune. Unfortunately, it's the only Entropy rune we have. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to pick up Chain Lightning. We're not going to use it. What happens when you do 2 fire? Is that something on our thing? Nope. Oh, is it Mind and Earth? I don't have Mind and Earth. Shoot. We need more double combiners just so I can mess around here. Let's see, Runedex. Creatable spells, because I want to clear things out a little bit and mess with things. I could do Mudslide. Mini Meteor. Projection. You know what? I'll be fine. Oh, I see. There's a hell portal over here. That's why I can't leave. I was confused about that, and it's like, why are the doors closed? I don't want to leave. What's this one say? Wild creatures are rising out of the pits. Fill the pits. Okay. So, this one's a little bit harder, because I don't actually want to use my Entropy. And that's a bit obnoxious because they're shoving all the stuff around. This is, unfortunately, because of my lack of friction, everything becomes problematic here. And, oh, yeah, I'm not going to have enough time. Oh, they closed that one for me. Beautiful. Unfortunately, the last one is a log that I can't reach. And unless somebody drops something to fill the pit, there's going to be no way for me to fill that pit. Oh, God. This is kind of why I hate some of these events, because some of them just cannot be done. Like this one. That log there cannot be moved. Unless I bust it up and, you know, moves elsewhere. But as it stands... Wait, got it. Come on. Nope. Apparently you can bust these. I think I got it. I might have run out of time. So apparently you can shoot those logs without moving them. That's actually really good to know. Probably works with the fairies earlier. Actually, a little bit disappointed in myself for never figuring that one out before. Well, that might actually make these events a little bit easier too, which is good. Unfortunately, a lot of these enemies are not the kind that track me, so I guess I'll cheat a little bit and use some Chain Lightning because they're cheating and not behaving normally. Like the Burrower Scouts, they're just kind of sitting there, and the Dark Spirits are teleporting from place to place instead of, you know, tracking around and, you know, being predictable. That said, they're kind of predictable in the fact that they just kind of stand there, so I can actually do the... Ow. Oh, interesting. They do, like, a spread shot effect. Okay, so we're losing some health here, which not exactly the best. Hopefully we can get some more. If the previous level is any telling, then we should be fine. Just a matter of, let's blow everything up. There we go, another Entropy rune, and it means we can get double Entropy. Knockback, bullet size, lottery. Interesting. That works perfectly for me. So, lottery, if cast on an enemy, gives them a random debuff. If cast on myself, gives me a random buff. And the buffs actually seem to last longer than the cooldown of it, which is kind of perfect. Means I can lottery myself constantly. Hopefully, maybe one of those buffs will be regen. That'd be kind of nice. Cooldown minus. Nope. Well, whatever. Let's just keep going. And, oh, did we already find the door down? That's actually kind of insane. I don't want to deal with that, though, because I want to go. I don't want to get stuck on stuff, because bad things happen when that goes on. So we've got a bunch of crawlers around, which is kind of obnoxious, because you can't... I mean, you can kind of kite them in a sensible manner. Okay, got the extra heart. These bandits are shooting me, and I don't like it. I'm definitely gonna have to try this again with a with the Dryad build, because as funny as the Blessing of the Chimera is, especially with the attack speed that we've got going for us, I would actually prefer to have some healing ability here. Magnet crawlers, not a big deal. Huh. I was really hoping we get some more hearts along the way. Oh well, maybe one of the bandits stole it and I wasn't paying attention. Hey, there we go. Another heart, and doesn't look like anything else. Well, works for me. We're not dead yet, and with luck, we won't die. Of course, it's always a bit of a... Wow, those crawlers are just kind of screwed up in the center thing there. Whoop. Don't want to go that way. Body density +1. Ow. Yeah, unfortunately, the bats and the crawlers are making things a little bit harder for us. Okay, got a heart. Perfect. So, ideally, movement speed plus. Jeez, what kind of crazy nonsense is this? Okay, so as long as we don't get murdered by the slimes, I think we're going to be fine. And we've got the movement speed to just chunk through everything, except for when those magnet crawlers come by, at which point we have problems. Okay, so we have an extra double combiner. The question is, do I want to save it in hopes that I get more? I'm probably going to do that. Once my rune inventory fills up, and then I'll have to... something. I wonder if there's like a way of recycling runes to get better runes. I don't know. I've never messed around with that, and as nice as that would be, I've got better things to do. Speeds just kind of suck. Scouts kind of suck. Yep. And there we go. So we're doing alright here, which is great. Probably should not go through those zones. They probably do small amounts of damage to me. Small amounts of damage that is hard for me to recover, because again, not a druid. Okay, let's buff ourselves before we go in. Bullet duration. I actually know what that means. Or I don't know if that actually has an effect on us, considering what we are and what we do. Well, whatever. I'll just, yeah, I'll use a little bit of chain lightning here. My use of entropy doesn't need to be insane to the point of obsessive. But at the same time, I'm going to try and largely build us towards it. Now the question is, do we want double entropy? I think at that point, I'm going to say no. I'd rather get another entropy rune and make like an entropy fire or entropy water. Something like that. Something new, preferably. And also preferably some level of buffitude. I don't even know what that one is. Bullet duration again? Maybe? But yeah, a nice like entropy level buff would be nice. A slow on enemies. Actually, really what I should do is get double speed and get the sprint. Because, I mean, I don't really need it. I'm already, like, super fast, but if we do run into Izilla, it would be nice. Actually, if we also run into the fire dude, hey, we get another entropy. So we can go on some level of adventure, and we've got plenty of hearts. So we've got this going for us, and I think we just leveled up, actually. It's just going to wait until we're done with combat here, because actually that's really sensible. I like it when games do that. Where it's like, well, I hate it when games do that. And it's like, you're in the middle of combat. Would you like to level up? And it's like, no, leave me alone. Okay, picking up runes gives you a buff. No. Crit damage versus bug. No. Critical strikes increase your movement speed by 7. No. Let's boost up the maximum levels from and see. I mean, realistically, we haven't boosted levels that much, but at some point it would be nice. So. Oh, interesting. So, for the lottery, if you put a bunch of entropy runes in, it doesn't make it recharge faster. It actually makes it so the buff is higher. So, let's see. Runedex. Creatables. Actually, we don't care about that. We want entropy. What have I made before? So, we don't want projection. Projection is kind of okay. Lottery is alright. There's a lot of things here. Okay, so what do we want to do? I don't know. Entropy and shock. We're here, we'll see what it does. Double lightning. Yeah, that works for me. Potentially better than chain lightning. And we'll store it. I mean, probably worse than chain lightning, but at the same time, we are building ourselves for entropy. So, ideally, really, I should start saving entropy, because on the next level, I'm going to get a triple combiner, and I'd very much like to actually, use it. So, +1 to all entropy levels, more speed, more health. Let's go entropy, of course. What else would you do? So, definitely does seem like this is a very viable strategy for future times. And here's the question. By doing this, did our damage go up? I don't think so. No, just the arc range got reduced. That's a shame. I kind of wish all damage was like increased by the levels. Okay. Oh, whoa. Hold on a second. Hold the phone. Let's see what happens when I do this. Because this might actually be very much worth it. Yes. Oh, yes. This is amazing. Entropy runes, you are my favorite. You are so good. Okay, so hatchet zombies can go die in a fire. Can go. Oh, jeez, that hurts. That hurts real bad. That's the bullet size. That's not very helpful. I have to avoid the hatchets and twin dudes, and everybody has a lot of health, and I don't like it. I should really focus on my dodging more than my shooting and trying to kill them. And, okay, hatchet zombies, at the very least, give a fair amount of, or that one dropped a heart, which is good. What we need. The one problem with the entropy build, okay, beautiful, double hearts. Whew, that was scary. Okay, so the one problem with the double lightning is it does tend to miss even more than the standard chaos bolt. So I might actually switch away from it. I don't know. We'll have to test it a little bit more. Looks like we've got something along here that's shooting pretty hard. Yeah, okay. As much as I like double lightning, because it seems kind of fun, it also... Oh, I see. Those clouds don't actually do damage. They just knock you back. Interesting. Kind of makes sense, honestly. Yeah, no, the problem with double lightning is, even though it shoots like crazy fast, it has horrendous accuracy. Whereas like Chaos Bolt has like a fairly high chance of hitting just because it's shooting so fast. This one actually like tends to shoot around your target. Oh. Oh, this is a problem. I'll just go over here, switch Chaos Bolt around. Oh. Should work. We might have a problem here. Yeah, no, definitely double Chaos Bolt is better than double, Lightning Chaos. Or Entropy. I don't know, whatever. I like the idea of Lightning Entropy, but it doesn't work. But, oh, hey, we got it. I forgot. I have an ability that actually lets me reset enemies. Wow, that's practically Providence. Let's go out here. So yeah, that burrower was bugged. And there was... if I hadn't been doing the War Disciple or whatever, I actually would not have been able to succeed here. I would have been just stuck in that room forever, because there's no way of leaving a room once you've started it. Oh, I should probably kill these hermits before they disappear. Wow, yeah. Nope, definitely double Chaos Bolt. As much as I liked the idea of Chaos or Entropy Lightning, it doesn't compare. Chaos Bolt is truly the best ability. Okay, so we got a bunch of twin mages. I don't really like them. Luckily, we've got such high speed that not actually as big of a deal. Let's do bullet duration? I don't even know. Well, okay. I'm glad we made it out there. I actually really like the enemy teleport thing because it kind of stuns them while you do it. And it lets you reposition as you go along. Ah, our inventory is full. I really wish this game was more forthcoming with double combiners, especially while your Runedex is still being filled. Like, I'm totally okay with it, like, slowing down as you go along, but as it stands, it's kind of a shame. Okay, so we've got a lot of rats, a lot of crawlers, not a whole lot of things shooting at me. We also have a bunch of floating brains that are supposed to be confusing my cursor, but let's all be honest here. I don't even care where I'm shooting. Hey, we get another double combiner. Like, there's no... it doesn't matter. In fact, this almost makes it more accurate because it lets me know the general area that I'll be shooting in. Sort of. Which makes a lot of sense, actually. So, we just gotta chew through that crawler. Wow, we get a couple of double combiners. Let's see. How many we got? We only have 2 and we have no Chaos Runes. So, what can I create that I have? Creatable spells. I wish I could pick it for double only, but... oh yeah, here's a whole thing. Let's turn off Undiscovered. So, we could do Mini Meteor, Slow Burn, Momentum Breeze. Oh, I see. I could actually do Guided Stones. Apparently I have a Mind Rune. Lightning Spear, or Growing Demise. Wow, these are all shots. I was expecting something a little bit different. Oh well, let's do Guided Stones just because it's nice to have them, and we really don't want to use double lightning. And... Really, I should probably just start throwing away spells because I don't need them. Unless there's a way to... unless there's actually a way to recycle spells, which I don't know about. Oh, apparently we left a rune in the previous rune. I'll have to go check to see if it's... Maybe it was a water rune and I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. But at this point, I really want to save my double combiners, double combiners, because if I could get triple entropy soon, then we'll be in a really good spot. Otherwise, I know there was one formula that one of you guys suggested, but I think I might actually wait on that one until we, are not doing an entropy run, just because entropy is hilarious, apparently. It's really good. Jeez. Like, fantastic genius, the man who told me to do this. I assume you're a dude. I don't know. At this point, I might as well talk about, like, random things for a little while, considering there's not much to talk about in the game. The strongest can only prevail in the face of others. Prove your might by defeating other strong foes. Oh, this is concerning. Okay, it's +1 bandit. Let's just do things. Oh, that's guided stones. Yeah, I'll probably do it. Might as well. Novice entropy mage +1. Oh, that's... You're barking up the wrong tree, mister. There's no beating this entropy mage. Actually, I mean, I'm getting a little bit injured here just because I'm not doing things right. Oh well, I'm mostly just walking through the damage zones and not paying much attention. Yes, I'm cheating a little bit here. Whatever. Not the end of the world. Let's just bounce this slime, Apparently we have a time limit on this one too. Oh, jeez. Note to self, avoid that. Good lord. I'm very glad I have the movement speed bonuses, because otherwise we'd be having some serious issues here. This guy's also slowing the entire process down with his massive amount of health. Oh well. Apparently it takes a fair amount of earth damage, but all of these special effects are also killing the frame rate. Surprisingly. Okay, and it's another slime +2. Luckily, I think the slime +2 is actually affected by the movement speed minus, which is kind of crazy. And let's buff ourselves. Actually, I debuffed him. Ooh, defense minus. So what do we get? 10% bullet size. That's tempting. Let's do it. Bigger bullets. I mean, probably doesn't matter that much with these, but if I could actually get like a bunch of them, then we'd have massive chaos bolt. Yes. I like the idea of that. I like the sound of that. I like the everything of that. Hey, I like the everything of this run. I'll just fire some rocks off, hit that guy, because why not? We're here. And we got a bunch of dark spirits, but we also have a lot of room to move around, because the thing about dark spirits is they don't actually move normally, they just kind of hang out. Also, apparently by reducing my friction with float, I don't get stuck on obstacles and walls as much anymore, which is actually really nice. I kind of hated that. So, let's see. We gotta be getting to a boss fight shortly enough, and it's one of those before I do... Yep, gotta make sure I don't go through those light zones. They kind of hurt. So before I do, I'd like to make sure I'm also full health, because otherwise we might have a problem or two. Also, this is a dead end, and there's nothing in it. Great. Well, I mean, there were boxes, but boxes are just boxes. We got a floating brain. That's okay. No biggie. I want to kill that bandit, because bandits are dicks, and they steal all my stuff. Like I said, he was making it out with a light rune and a healing rune. What a jerk. Okay, and all we have left are some acrid oozes, which I don't think I've actually fought before. Maybe. So, more EXP. Cooldown reduction. Cooldown of my class? Oh, no. This is a bit of a conundrum. So, more experience so I level faster, or reduce the cooldown of Chaos Bolt. I wish you could look at like your stats and stuff, but no, you can't. What are these up here? What are... Okay, damage over time. Oh. Apparently I got hit by the acrid oozes. I really want to do... but it's 10... I'm gonna do this. I want more levels anyway. Let's wait for the ooze to go away. Because what would 10% off of... Yeah... And that's also cooldowns versus global cooldowns. I actually have no idea if it affects both or if it affects one. I'd have to pay attention to that. But, no, it's tempting, but also leveling 10% faster is kind of tempting too. Because these buffs are actually pretty convenient. Also need to make sure I don't walk through those light zones. They hurt. Okay, so we've got like 2 more doors left. Yep, looks like it. And one of them is going to have to be the boss, I assume. Now, oh, bandit. Bandit. Let's make everybody teleport all over the place. I was hoping I killed the bandit first, but not the end of the world. Where is he? There he is. Let's just pile shots into him. Nope, never mind. Not piling shots into him in the slightest. I guess he doesn't escape until I killed him. Those shrouded ninjas are kind of jerks. I also do a lot of damage. Hopefully we get a heart for our trouble here, because, ow. I'm getting hit by swords. Not fun. Luckily I've got at least 1 other heart sitting around, so we could recoup some of our losses. Okay, no hearts for our trouble. Makes me sad. What the? Oh, jeez. That's a thing. Oh god, this is killing my frame rate. Okay, can I go into the options? Options. Low performance mode. Yes. Thank you. Okay, so with luck, geez, those special effects are messing with my head. And unfortunately, I have to get close to this guy to do damage to him, and I think we're actually going to die here. The Fireborn Vornling is just wrecking our shit. Yep, and we're dead. Wow. Okay. That wasn't a boss, that was a mini-boss, but that was the meanest mini-boss you could possibly run into, considering I didn't have any long-range items to hit him with, and he murdered my frame rate real hard. Like, the special effects in this game, normally I'm running at about, I think this game's actually locked at 30 frames per second, but normally I'm up there, but the moment all of those effects went on, it was like, well, slow down time. Either way, that was a really fantastic run, and I'm very happy with it, because honestly, Double Chaos Bolt kind of wrecked everything, and that was really cool for me. But, you know, we ended up dying against the Fireborn Vornling, yeah, whatever. I'm still proud of myself. So, I will see you guys on the next run of Runers, and we'll see if we can come up with some more crazy setups. I'd very much like to do double droplet at this point, you know, crazy AoE probably. So, I'll see you guys then, and as always, thanks for watching.